Well, Fatih Birol is the chief economist at the International Energy Agency. He joins us now from the World Economic Forum in Istanbul. Communications are difficult. Mr. Birol, the move below 100 on Brent has come over the last few sessions. How much more downside in the price do you expect?
I first of all hope that the prices will continue to go down, because even at these prices, oil prices are still a major risk for the economic recovery, especially in Europe, but also a slowing down of the Chinese economy as a result of high prices is a major risk. So we will see if the economic news coming from Europe, from China, from US, if they continue to be on the weak side, we may well see prices going down a few dollars, which should be, at the end of the day, a good news for all of us.
Sorry, can you quantify that more for me? A few dollars. Where would you be comfortable with the oil price, Brent, right now?
I cannot give you any precise number, but what I can tell you is that even current prices, around $100, is far too high for the rather fragile economic recovery. If we had these prices in a normal economic context, global economic context, I wouldn't think it was so risky. But at this very moment, where the economic recovery is so fragile and we get every day negative news, I think it is rather risky, and I would like to see prices going down a few dollars in the next weeks to come. Believe me, it will be a good news not only for consumers, but for the producers as well.
Well, let's talk about the producers. Let's talk about the comments from Mr. Ali Naimi talking about the idea that Saudi wants to peg at 100. Can Saudi peg at 100? Can they control the oil price to that degree, do you think?
I think when we went through these difficult times in the oil markets in the last few months, Saudi Arabia and many other Gulf producers made very responsible statements. And not only that, we have seen that they said they have increased their production. This was echoed by some other Gulf producers. An increase from Iraqi production was very welcome, very timely, and therefore I expect that the Saudi Arabia, other Gulf producers, other producers in general would continue to take note of the risk of high prices for the economy. They noticed that before, they noted that before, and I hope they will do so in the next weeks to come.
Do you expect, therefore, Iran to gain any traction at the next OPEC meeting? It is suggesting that maybe it is time for Saudi to stop overproducing. It's leading a move, and it has a few followers.
When I look at the last couple of months, producers in general took a very good stance. Here and there are some different voices, but I trust that the producers who are meeting very soon will take a responsible action, and I am sure a logical news come from Vienna from that meeting, because when I look at the statements made by many ministers from the producing countries, I am sure that the common sense will reveal, and we will get good news for the global economy from that very meeting.
Fatih, can I ask you whether or not you're going to revise lower your estimates for demand? I'm getting the sense from this conversation that you are quite concerned about the overall macro picture. You have downgraded estimates for demand recently. Do you think you're going to have to revise those numbers even lower?
I think when we look at our demand numbers, there normally, in a normal context, there are many factors which will bring them up and down. It is the prices, economy, weather, technological factors. But at this point of time, the main determinant of the demand revisions are the economy. If we see that the economy does worse than we thought before, of course, we will have to make revisions to data reflecting the new economic realities of the global economy. If we get the bad news from US, if we get the bad news from China and continue to get bad news from Europe, I am sure we have to give a second look to our demand numbers and make revisions as necessary.
Enjoy the World Economic Forum. Fatih Birol, Chief Economist at the IEA, thank you very much indeed for your time.